Thank you, Matthew. I am going to rebel a little bit, though. I am definitely going to argue in favor of creating shared value. I am not going to argue for the death of CSR. And what I'd like to ask you all to do is bear with me for my 5 minutes and listen to the definition of creating shared value as we use it at Nestlé. Then you decide whether it is narrow or broad. But at Nestlé, our definition is that for a company to be successful over the long term, and to create value for shareholders, it must create value for society. That is our definition, and we've changed our articles of association to reflect that. And what we have decided for our company, we have a unique ability to create shared value in 3 areas: in nutrition, in water, and in rural development. Nutrition, because that is what consumers need, what people need, and what is good for our business. And we're investing in new forms, new nutrition solutions that are going to help reduce medical costs long term as we renovate and innovate in our portfolio. Water, because there will be no agriculture if we don't deal with water stress around the world. If we don't enable people to have access to clean water, we will not have thriving communities that will be able to buy product. Rural development. Nestlé, you know us mostly, cocoa, coffee, dairy. If we do not have successful and sustainable farming communities, we will not have the source of supply that we need to run these businesses. So for us, these societal challenges are intimately related to our business success, and therefore we embed them in the way we do business. And this is what, I believe there was a lady over here who asked, this is what our consumers expect of us. This is what our employees expect. So consumers want to know, where does my food come from and what is its nutritional benefit? So there is a consumer reinforcement of these 3 areas of creating shared value. However, our CEO says that he does think that capitalism or the corporate sector has faced a values crisis over the last 2 to 3 decades. And we would fully agree with that. So we believe that if you are a proponent of creating shared value and any company chooses its areas to create shared value, that must be built on a firm base of compliance with not just national laws, with international conventions, and in our case, our own Nestlé corporate business principles, which are based on the 10 principles of the UN Global Compact. We also believe that this creating shared value agenda that does drive, that makes us successful is intimately linked with our commitments in the area of environmental, social, and economic sustainability. So we don't think you can split these agendas. You can't just say, okay, I'll create shared value over here without that firm base. Now, what I think is exciting about creating shared value is there isn't a creating shared value department. There isn't. Creating shared value is the way we do business. We've made commitments in nutrition, water, rural development, environmental sustainability, and compliance. These are owned by different departments and different executive board members. It's the way we do business, and we report transparently on our progress. So what's exciting about creating shared value is it's enterprise-wide. It's embedded in the way people go about their daily business. It inspires the future of research and development. So from my point of view, from a Nestlé point of view, creating shared value is alive, but I'm not going to be the one that says CSR is dead. And you have to decide what our definition of creating shared value means. For us, we call it creating shared value, but it is built on that firm foundation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janet.